Amin El-Maoued, the PR chief for Palestine House, led a rally last summer that was brimming with hateful anti-Semitic slogans, including chants of, quote, "Israel and Hitler are the same," end quote. He's someone that surely deserves condemnation. So why was it that Liberal MP Iqra Khalid recently presented El-Maoued with a certificate of appreciation? Good old Iqra Khalid. She's back in the news again for all the wrong reasons. Again. This time, the author of the anti-Islamophobia motion, M103, was caught red-handed giving a certificate of appreciation to an alleged anti-Semite, that would be Amin El-Maoued. That's kind of odd, don't you think, folks? I mean, Palestine House's El-Maoued doesn't seem to buy into that Trudeaupian mantra of diversity is our strength, what with comparing Israel to Hitler. Or wait a second now, maybe there is indeed a place for Jew haters on the Justin Trudeau diversity spectrum these days. Gee, if only Ernest Zundel were still around to see this. And it's also odd that Iqra Khalid is someone who campaigns tirelessly against hatred. Especially hatred towards Muslims, given that her M103 assault on free speech specifically points to Islamophobia as opposed to any other phobia or ism. Hey, all hatred is equal, it's just that some hatred is more equal than others. Got it? Regardless, El-Maoud's award did not go unnoticed. In a letter to Khalid, B'nai B'rith CEO Michael Moyston stated, quote, "It's not only disappointing but frightening that you would see fit to reward his dalliances with anti-Semitic discourse and incitement while simultaneously ostensibly working to eliminate all forms of discrimination in Canada. There is simply no reconciling these two worlds. Presenting El-Maoued with official recognition on behalf of the Canadian government both sanitizes and normalizes the anti-Semitic rhetoric and attitudes that he has purveyed and facilitated," end quote. Indeed, the fact that El-Maoued heads up Palestine House should have immediately raised red flags too. I mean, after all, Palestine House, which describes itself as an educational, social, and cultural center of the Palestinian Canadian community, actually lost all of its federal funding in 2012 when the Harper Conservatives determined that this organization exhibited a, quote, "pattern of support for extremism," end quote. Oops. But I'm sure that little slap on the wrist escaped Iqra's attention. Besides, it happened like so long ago, right? Anyway, the media got hold of this story about El-Maoued getting an award, and Iqra, well, she sure had some explaining to do. At first, she took refuge in the cone of silence, but she finally did spin doctor a statement about that little mistake of giving an anti-Semite a government award. First, she apologized. That's good. Secondly, she rescinded the award. Excellent. Thirdly, she condemned the hateful comments. Now, that's a hat trick when it comes to damage control 101, folks. Hey, you got to give credit where credit is due, even to the likes of Iqra. But then, well, she overplayed her hand, for here is what she said in a prepared statement, quote, "I was not aware of some of Amin El-Maoud's past views, and only he can speak to them, but we all must stand against anti-Semitism and discrimination in all its forms," end quote. Not aware of his views, eh? Now wait a second, it's not like El-Maoued is a stranger to Khalid. After all, just last April, she presented him with another award on behalf of Prime Minister Trudeau. It was at an event that featured a Palestinian archbishop who had allegedly defended terrorists and suicide bombings. Double oops. Oh, and check this out. B'nai B'rith Canada's petition points out that El-Maoued posted a message to his Facebook page earlier this year thanking Khalid for inviting him to her home where he was presented with a birthday cake. Gee, they just can't stop giving this guy stuff. And I don't know about you, but it seems to me that Khalid has a cozy little relationship going on with El-Maoued, and yet we're all expected to believe that El-Maoued is just some stranger or acquaintance of Khalid's, and that we're all expected to believe that she had no idea whatsoever about his odious beliefs and statements. Anyone in the market for a bridge that might be up for sale in a certain New York borough? Sorry, Khalid, but to put it politely, my olfactory organ is detecting the distinct scent of polyester slacks combusting into flames right now. In other words, better luck next time. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, the Rebel has a new app. Please download that app and take the Rebel with you wherever you go.